Hey everybody, so thankful that you were able to join us. Sorry we had some technical difficulties there. We're still working a little bit of the bugs, but we're so glad that you are here to join us live for our live stream. We're gonna be here all day, all weekend for you, so you can totally join in and join us live. And instead of it just being me as a talking head here, I actually have a special guest here. We have Pastor Justin is here, everybody. Pastor Justin is here. We're so glad that you're here. Pastor Justin, he's the kids pastor up at our Palmetto campus. And so, hey, those of you who are watching this from Palmetto, we're so glad that you're here, that you're watching us. They may be watching us live right now, or they may be watching us on YouTube later. All right, so, yeah. So all those different places that you're there, we're so glad that you could join us. Hey, we hope that you're practicing social distancing because it is coronavirus. Yeah, we're keeping 6 feet apart as best we can, but we only have so much room within this thing. But we're going to do some announcements. Are you ready for this? So unfortunately, our first announcement is I have some bad news. I do have. Yeah, it's bad. I know. I hate it, but it is what it is. Our first bad news is Silly String. Our Silly String has been postponed. Our Silly String weekend has been postponed. It was going to be April 4th and 5th, but what we've done because of the coronavirus, because of the social distancing, because we're here talking to you live, we're going to push this thing off. That's right. We're going to push it off. We're going to do it when it's all safe, we get it all clear, and we can all come back here together. We're going to do that just a few weeks after that because we're still going to spray some people with some Silly String. I know I'm getting in the middle of the ring. I think some of my people here in Sarasota, we're going to get in the middle of the ring. Were some people getting in the middle of the ring for you?
The bill I would be up there, and it's still $5 a can, right?
Yeah, it's still $5 a can. You can buy as many cans as you want, and it all goes to missions. It all goes to BGMC. So, hey, when we all come back together, we can still do that. Our next announcement is Starting Point. That's our baptism class. We were supposed to do that next Sunday at 12:30 on March 29th, March 29th at 12:30. That's when we were supposed to do it at Sarasota, at the Sarasota campus. But here's the thing. We're actually going to do it online. We're going to do it live. So everyone to come together, and we're going to go online with a Zoom call, and so we're going to post that link so everyone can hop online and you can still watch the class Sunday, March 29th at 12:30. We'll have a couple links for you. We'll post that in the comments of this video. We'll put that on our Facebook, on our Remind, so you can join us. So if your kid's asking questions about getting baptized in water or what does it mean to follow Jesus, you can come and be a part of this class. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. So, hey, y'all come in and be a part of that because baptisms, if coronavirus willing, baptisms, we're all going to be back together the Sunday after Easter. And that's when we're going to do baptism. So if you want your kid to be baptized in water, this is the thing to come be a part of. Hey, are you ready to get into our lesson? I'm ready to get into it. This week, we're finishing up our series on Game of Life. And this week, our game is Mousetrap. That's right. I got it right here set up. This is really fun. Mousetrap is a fun game where you have a little mice and you race around the board and you try to trap your friends to catch them. I don't know. It's a good time. I'm looking forward to playing that. But today we're actually talking about avoiding the trap of sin, which is temptation. We have to avoid temptation at all costs. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, let's watch this video with Game Boy as he shows us the lesson today.
Hey Mom, can I have one of those cookies?
No, dinner will be ready soon.
But Mom, I need the sugar rush to do my science experiment. It helps me concentrate.
No, I know you love science, but that cookie's gonna have to wait. I don't want it to spoil your appetite.
Please?
No, and that's final. Ugh, forgot to change the clothes in the dryer.
I know Mom told me not to, but I really want one of those cookies. How can I get all the way up there? I got it! Okay, Operation Get the Cookie starts in 3, 2, 1, now! Yes, I did it!
You sure did it all right. You disobeyed me.
Mom, I was just, you see, I
know exactly what happened. I told you not to get that cookie and you got it anyway.
I couldn't help it. It looked so good and I wanted it so bad, so I...
It's me, Game Boy!
Whoa, what was in this cookie? I think I'm seeing things.
You're seeing me, the Game Boy, and I'm going to teach you a really important lesson today using one of my favorite games. Can I borrow your kid for a second?
That's fine by me.
Mom!
Don't lose your cookies.
Hey, it's a game that uses the same kind of contraption I built to get the cookie.
That's right. The game is called Mousetrap. See, the goal is that the mouse will go and get the cheese, and then you trap it.
Well, how in the world is that supposed to teach me any kind of lesson?
I'm glad you asked. Have you ever wondered how a real mousetrap works?
I know how it works. You put some bait in the trap, like cheese or something, and the mouse wants it so bad that it goes for it, and...
boom! The trap shuts right on him, and he's done.
Exactly.
Well, that's exactly the way sin operates as well.
Sin? What do you mean?
You see, the devil wants to get you to fall into the trap of sin. So he sets the trap with whatever sort of bait, something that you really want that he knows you will fall for.
Oh, like the cookie?
Like the cookie. He uses bait that he knows will be attractive to us. We have to be smart enough to see past the bait and see the trap. Most people, they don't even think about the trap. All they see is the bait. That's when they get caught in sin's trap.
I get it. So instead of only seeing the cookie, I should have seen the trap of sin, which was disobedience to my mom.
That's right. See, be smart, recognize the trap, and don't go for the bait. Resist the devil, and he will never win.
You're back! So, did you learn anything today?
Sure did. I wish I would have resisted the devil today. I fell right into the trap of sin, just because I was so focused on the bait. Sorry, I should have obeyed you.
It's okay. I forgive you. Come here.
It's time for you to get into your lesson today. You're going to be learning from the book of Genesis, the very first book in the Bible. You're going to learn about the first time that Satan laid a trap of sin. You're going to learn how to resist the devil and how to avoid his trap. This is Game Boy, signing off.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Ah, yeah, it's me, the SKI to the double TLES, Skittles in the hizzy, and I'm ready to tell you what's up. Today, we are talking about Mousetrap. I got you right where I want you, little fella. Ow, why you biting me? I ain't made of cheese. But not that kind of trap. No, we're talking about the trap of sin. You gotta avoid it at all costs. So anytime today somebody asks you, what's up? You tell them, I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. The devil, he uses the bait of temptation to try to get you to fall into the trap of sin. Don't do it, baby. You smarter than that. Avoid that trap. So anytime somebody asks you, what's up? You tell them, I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. That's what's up. I got a rainbow of flavor, and I'm living for my savior. Skittles out, baby, yeah.
All right, let's practice that. Anytime anyone says what's up, and really, it's going to be Skittles. He's going to pop up. He's going to pop up. And anytime you hear what's up, you see Skittles pop up, you got to stand up out of your couch. Get off the couch. Get off the phone. Even if you're the only one watching, everybody's going to look at you weird. But hey, it's okay because you were doing this. It's going to be fun. So whenever you hear what's up, you're going to stand up and say, I will be careful to avoid the trap of sin. That's right. That's what you got to do. You got to stand up. Say that as loud as you can. And actually, this is what you're going to see.
Ladies and germs, what's up?
I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. There you go. Good job there, boys and girls. I hope you. It's time to play a game. So fun, so fun. No, there's no mice in the room except for these little fun little mice in my mouth cut them. No computer mice. No, this is real mouse trivia. Real mouse trivia. Hey, you play along at home, okay? Let's see how well you can do. And Justin, just to make it a little fun, okay? All right. When you get it wrong, I have a little box of tricks over here. A little box of tricks, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real fun. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fun. All right, here we go. Are you ready? If you already agreed, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Are you ready, boys and girls? Here we go. Question number 1. Which of the following is not an actual breed of mouse? Is it A, spiny mouse, B, zebra mouse, or C, Vienna mouse? What do you think it is? Is it okay, all right. Zebra. What do you think it knows? That's really nice. That was more of like a donkey. I don't know. Yeah. You think there's no such thing as a spiny mouse? Okay. Is that your final answer? Okay. The correct answer is Vienna mouse. You got it wrong. Boo. Boo. That means we're gonna shoot you. Right off the head. Yeah, that's good. I like that. All right. Yeah, that was fun. I got some more stuff back there. We're looking forward to it. All right, question number 2. Are you ready? Question number 2. What does the original word for mouse actually mean? What does the original word for mouse actually mean? Is it A, cheese eater, B, thief, or C, whiskered one? You guys say the whiskered. Whiskered. Yeah. They do. Yeah. Uh-huh. Whisker, you think that's what it means? Is that your final answer? All right, well, let's see what the answer is.
Ladies and germs,
everybody stand up. Here it comes. What's up? I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. Great job. All right, you ready to find out if you got it right? You did not. The actual answer is thief. Thief. Let's look back in my little bag of tricks right here. I got a water gun. Ha ha ha. You got it wrong. All right. Let's try this again. You're a little wet there. Is it hot? Are you perspiring? I don't know. Okay. All right. Question number 2. Are you ready? This is actually 3. Question number 3. So far, you're 0 for 2. This is not a good batting average. All right. Question number 3. What does a mouse do when it is frightened? What does a mouse do when it's frightened? Does it A, play dead, B, squeal, or C, bite? What does it do? Does it A, play dead, B, squeal, or C, bite? What do you think a mouse does when it's scared, frightened? That's not one of the options. You gotta pick A, B, or C. That's the only ones you got. That's the only 3 options. Is it play dead, squeal, or bite? Bite. No, this is not a rattata. This is not a Pokemon. It's not gonna bite you. What's the answer? It's play dead, Justin. Play dead. You know what? For that, you get a water gun. Good for that. What kind of crazy answer is that? All right. So far, you're 0 for 3. Good job. Good job. All right. Question number 4. Question number 4. What was Mickey Mouse's original name? What was Mickey Mouse's original name? Was it Frank? Was it Mortimer? Or was it Minnie? Is it Frank, Mortimer, or Minnie? What do you think is...
Billy.
No, that was the original cartoon. That was not his name. His name was always was in the cartoon was Mickey, but this is in the design phase. But for that, what was his name? Is it Frank? Is it Mortimer? Or is it Minnie? Mortimer. Congratulations, you got one right. Yes. No more water gun for you. All right, here we go. Question number 5. Question number 5. You are now 1 for 3. 1 for 4 actually. 1 for 4. That's it. Yeah. All right, number 5. Which of these famous mouse cartoons could fly? Was it A, Mighty Mouse, B, Mickey Mouse, or C, Speedy Gonzales?
Speedy Gonzales.
He does run really fast. Yeah.
Love him.
Mighty Mouse. Let's see if he's correct. He is Mighty Mouse. Good job. Hey, do you know the theme song? Yeah. It goes like this. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse can save the day. So good. So good. So good. Good times. Good times. All right, here we go. Question number 6. What do male mice do to impress female mice? Now, I will let you know that mice do not practice social distancing. Okay, they're not worried about. They got their own diseases. All right, but that's true. That's true. So here's the option. Do they A, give them flowers, B, give them cheese, or C, sing to them? What do you think they do? No. Yeah, that would be weird. They do have cheese. They do. Think cheese? Is that your final answer? You're wrong. It's actually mice sing to them. That means I got to go back to my lovely box of goodies. Here we go. Silly strings! Yes! It's beautiful. It goes like this. Just like that. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. All right. You ready to recover? You got a little thing on you. I don't know. All right. Question number 7. How long do mice generally live? Is it A, 1 to 2 years, B, 2 to 3 years, or C, 5 to 7 years? How long do they generally live? Yeah, that would be long. 2 to 3 years? Is that your final answer? You sure? It's 2 to 3. It's 2 to 3. That's how long mice live. That's water gun! Oh no! Oh, I misread it. You're still wrong because it's 1 to 2. It's 1 to 2 years. That's what it is. That's how it makes. No. Your shirt's red again. Oh. Okay. Here we go. All right. Number 8. Most mice have blank as long as their bodies. Is it A, tails, B, tongues, or C, teeth? That, yeah, and then it's like Jar Jar Binks stuff. Yeah, on the tongue. It's on the tongue. That's true. That's true. They could get that long. Tails. All right, let's see. The answer is tails. Congratulations. You got that one right. Not this time. Are you ready? Question number 9. We got 2 more questions left. 2 more questions. Here we go. Question number 9. Mice use their blank to sense temperature changes. Okay? Mice use their blank to sense temperature changes. Is it A, feet, B, whiskers, or C, tails? What do they use? Do they use feet, whiskers, or tails? You think whiskers? You think whiskers? Well, final answer? Whiskers! See, you got it right. Congratulations. Good job. Good job.
Ladies and germs, what's up?
Comes. I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. All right, here we go. Question number 10, the final question. It's the final countdown. All right, here we go. I love that song. You like that song? No? All right, here we go. What is a baby mouse called? What is a baby? What's a little baby mouse? You know, baby mice are blind. Yeah. There you go. So, what is a baby mouse called? Is it called a doe? No, okay. All right. Is it a buck? What, or is it a pinky? Little pinky. Pinky's up, drinking your small pinky in the brain. That's a great cartoon, guys. I do enjoy that. Pinky in the brain. So, what? Same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. All right. I don't know if they got that joke, but I enjoyed it. All right. Yes. Pinky? Is that your final answer? Oh. No. Unfortunately, you are correct! Yay! You got it right! Yay! You did! And I decided to spray you with some silly string to celebrate. There you go. Oh, okay. Well, then, I have more! I'm ready! Oh, there we go. I think this is older silly string. There you go. Hey, Silly String Sunday, kids get to spray you. That's what's going to happen. All right, Silly String Weekend. Hey, Justin, thank you so much for playing that game. I'm sorry. I don't even know what the final score was, but I do think you lost. It was fun. All right, Justin, you'll be back later? Absolutely. Hey, guys, thank you for playing Mouse Mania. It's now time for us to worship the Lord, and I know a lot of times we do it right here, and we're going to sing some of your favorite songs that we sing right here in Energize. So we want everyone to stand up. Go ahead and stand up. Get off your couch. You're going to sing along with us, and even do some dance moves. Time to show your all your sweet dance moves for this song. So this song is called "Live Your Love." It's saying that I want to live God's love. I live His love out in all of my life. So it goes like this. You put your hands down like this. You pop your hip out. It goes, "Amazing is the way." Clap. You give your love away. Clap. So I could be alive forever. All right? And then you do it again. I want the world to know. Clap. I want my life to show. Clap. The never-ending love of my Savior. All right? Y'all ready to sing that with me? Hey, let's sing this.
Everything I want, everything I need, you are. When nobody else is listening to me, you are. Before my heart took its first beat, you already loved me, Lord. And in your kindness, you saved me. You're all that I'm living for. Oh.
All right, great job, boys and girls. Thank you for working with me with Live Your Love. Hey, we're going to sing 3 total songs today. You've already sung one. Here's the second one. It's called Follow You. Follow You. That's the song we're going to sing. And so the way this goes like this, we're going to turn to our side and it goes, every step I take, every move I make, I will follow, follow, follow. And you can change my back, you look down, look up, follow you. All right? And then it's the, and then it comes down to a rapping thing. And so we're gonna take a step back, put our hands like this, and put your hands like this, and it goes F-O, double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's try that again. One more time. Put behind you, hands in front, it goes F-O, double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do. Everybody, let's do this together. Talk about following you.
Ladies and germs, what's up?
Go. Everybody say together. I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin.
Your ways are higher than all my ways. In your place are wiser than all my plans. Yeah. And your love is moving me every day. So I trust, even when I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Every step I take, every move I make, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Yeah. Every single moment, every single day, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Oh, yeah. Your eyes, they see farther than mine. Your hand is reaching out for my hand. Yeah. You're good. Oh, my Savior, you're good. So I trust, even when I don't understand. Oh, every step I take, every move I make, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Yeah. Every single moment, every single day, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do. F-O, double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do. F-O, double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do. Every step I take, every move I make, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Yeah. Every single moment, every single day, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Double L-O-W, I'm gonna follow you. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, great job, boys and girls. Thank you for working with me. Hey, we're going to sing one more. This song is called Rethink. The reason why I love this song is because it's about Jesus and about how much Jesus loves you. That's right, He loves you. He loves you no matter what you've done. And this song talks about how people run away from God as fast as possible, but Jesus still loves them. And some people, the world, would call that love reckless, but it's not, because Jesus loves you no matter what. So even though you may have actually given in to the temptation, the trap of sin, you don't have to worry, because Jesus will always, always love you. Let's worship the Lord.
I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, reckless love of God. Yeah. Now it's your fault, still your love for me. You have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights me down, leaves the 99. I could earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, reckless love of
God, thank you so much that you love us. You sent your son Jesus to die for us. God, I thank you so much that you love us no matter what we've done, and you will always forgive us.
There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming at me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming at me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming at me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
I pray for the rest of the service, God, that you help us learn what it means to fight the temptation of sin, fight the trap of sin. God, I thank you that even though we may give into it, you still forgive us and you still thank you. It's in your name. Amen.
All right, guys, we are doing our Bible story this evening. We are going to have our story come to us from Genesis chapter 3. Parents, if you're with your kids, you can go ahead and help them find it. Genesis, the very first book of the Bible, this is chapter 3. And Genesis is the story of how everything came to be. In the very beginning, God takes Adam and Eve and puts them in the Garden of Eden. He created all the plants and all the animals, and he made this most beautiful garden, the most beautiful garden that there ever has been or ever will be. Adam and Eve had everything they could possibly want in that garden. They had food, they had animals, they had each other in this perfect garden, this perfect place that God made specifically for them. But he gave them one rule. And that rule was, do not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Adam and Eve obeyed that rule for a while. And then as they're traveling around the garden, they're walking through this beauty. They see in the tree of knowledge of good and evil a serpent, and that serpent was the devil. And he asked Eve a rather bizarre question. He asked Eve if God really said that they can't eat from any tree, any fruit in the garden. Eve was very confused. No, that's not what God said. God said we can't eat from any tree except the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That's the only thing that we can't do. It's not we can't eat any, but we can. We are given freedom to eat from all these other trees, just not from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, Satan, not being put off at all, because he's got a plan. He knows what he's doing. He's setting up Eve for temptation. He tells Eve a lie. He tells her that God just doesn't want her to know. God already knows. He just doesn't want them to know the knowledge of good and evil. So Eve looks up at the tree and sees that the fruit looks fantastic. It looks really good to eat. She reaches out and she takes some and she eats it. And once she's had some, she hands it off to Adam. And he also eats of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This is the story of the first sin that had ever taken place. They had a perfect life, and they had just one rule to follow. But they listened to the lies of Satan, and it caused them unimaginable pain later in life. But now let's hear what Tara Bite has to say about temptation as she teaches us our power verse today.
So that you will not fall into temptation. Matthew 26:41. Don't you just love that power verse? You know what's even better? When the boys stand up and say it with me. You heard me, guys. Stand up on your feet and say the power verse with me. Tara Bite on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. Matthew 26:41. Great job, boys! Have a seat. Okay, ladies, now it's your turn. Let's show them how it's done. Stand up and say the power verse with me on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. pray so that you will not fall into temptation. Matthew 26:41. Boys and girls, today's power verse is all about how we gotta keep our guard up. Who said that? Oh, I said that. Ah! Who said that? Whoops, Megan. Sorry. But seriously, we have to be on the lookout for the devil and his lies. Don't just hang around temptations thinking they'll go away if you just ignore them. You've gotta run from temptation. Keep trusting in God's plan and watch out for sin. Now that you know that, let's get powered up and say the power verse together. Everybody stand up and say the power verse with me on the count of 3. Here we go, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. Matthew 26:41. That was awesome! You guys can have a seat. Well, it's time for me to go. This is Terabyte signing off. I'll see you next time with another power verse. Game on!
All right, let's everyone practice that together one more time. Our verse from Matthew 26, verse 11, it says, "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation." That was actually Jesus talking to his disciples saying, watch out, make sure that you pray so you do not fall into temptation. And temptation is the word we're talking about. Temptation is the trap of sin. So, Mousetrap, that's our big game that we're playing this week. The game that we're talking about, Mousetrap. If you were here, you could play. I hope you have this game at home so you can play at home. Mousetrap is a great game because it's all about trying to trap your friends as they get to the cheese. And the mouse, what happens is these mice run all the way around the board as you build this elaborate map and you try elaborate board and you try to trap them in there. But imagine for a second what would happen if a mouse got into your house. Would that be crazy? Would that be scary? I know Miss Liz, she'd be screaming. She hates mice. Mice are horrible things because they get into everything. They get into the cabinets. They get under the sinks. They get into your food. And the thing that they're dirty and they're nasty because they never take baths. And here's the thing, they also poop everywhere. Could you imagine if a mouse got into your Cocoa Puffs? Ooh, you maybe have a little extra special in your Cocoa Puffs. That'd be gross. That'd be good. I don't want anything a part of that. And so what we have to do is when we get a mouse inside the house, we have to make a mousetrap. Now, the mousetrap you have at home, I promise you, will not be this elaborate. It won't be like this, but it most likely will have some kind of spring and thing. And if it catches the mouse, it goes and it snaps. And it may even kill the mouse, but it traps that mouse so that you can get it. So I have 2 mice in here. We're going to set this off. Are you ready? Let's see how it goes. We're going to turn the crank, see how it happens. Kick. Oh, there it goes. Down the blue slide, down the red slide, hits it. Oh, no. Down into the thing. Oh, no, it didn't catch. We're going to make it go. Boom. Caught our 2 mice. Look at that. Isn't that so fun? So fun? But here's the thing. How did we get the mice stuck in the trap? How did we get them there? It's not good enough just to put a trap out. You have to have bait. You have to have something to attract them. And Mousetrap actually has it in the board game. It has this. Cheese. I know that's super hard to see because it's small, but it's cheese. And because mice love cheese. And you see Satan, the devil, the enemy, he uses bait for us as well. He wants to trap us just like mice because he's out to steal, kill, and destroy. And so he's going to use what he can to steal from us, what he can to bait us into sin. Because once we've sinned, we get caught up in it. We get tangled up in it. We get tied up like a rope inside of sin, like a trap. And there's very little we can do to get out of that trap. But Satan doesn't use cheese. Although he could, he doesn't really use cheese. He finds out what your biggest weakness is, and he goes after that. So if you want to be popular and it makes sense for you to lie about who you are and what you actually like, then Satan's going to tempt you with that just so you can be popular. Or if you may be tempted of watching things on TV you know you're not supposed to watch, or looking up those YouTube videos, or watching something on the internet that you're not supposed to watch. You may be tempted by that, but you just look at that tablet and that's the first thing you think about. Maybe if I go there. And what happens is he trapped you with the trap of sin. And he says, oh, you're going to be okay. You're going to get away with it. No one will know. It won't actually bother you. But that's not true. It's a trap. It's temptation. It will get you. Satan will lie to you just like he lied to Eve. He told Eve that God wasn't telling her the truth. But that's not the truth. He didn't want Satan did not want Eve to become like him. He wanted to trap her. God wanted Adam and Eve to be in a relationship with him. And when they sinned, they broke that relationship and ruined everything. She was caught in the trap. And so if we want to avoid the mouse trap of sin, we have to do three things. The first thing is don't listen to Satan's lies. Trust God's plan. Satan lies to us all the time, just like he lied to Eve. He may not come to us in person with his lies, but many times he uses television, movies, and even friends to lie to us. He tells us that we really can't get in trouble. He lies and says that it won't matter. He lies and says that everybody's doing it, so it's okay. Guys, that's a lie. It's a lie that says you won't get caught, that says even if you don't get caught, it's still okay. All of these are lies. We have to understand that these are not true and this is a trap and it's against God's plan. Just like we sang in Reckless Love, God loves us and he has a plan for our lives. And if we sin, that plan may be ruined forever. And so we have to trust God. We have to listen to his words in the Bible and obey him and not listen to Satan's lies. You see, that's what happened to Eve. Eve listened to Satan's lies. And God's plan for Adam and Eve were to grow, live forever, and live in this perfect place where they never had to work, there would be no pain, and they would grow and grow and have lots and lots of kids and live forever. But they sinned, and they ruined it for all of us. Because now all of us, none of us live in the Garden of Eden. All of us have to work for our food, and we have to work for money so that we can provide for our families. We have to work. And even this coronavirus is a result of the sin that Adam and Eve committed. It's all because of what Eve chose to believe in Satan's lies. You see, Eve didn't run from temptation. She actually hung around it. And what we learn from that is the second thing, is that don't hang around temptation. Run from it. Run as fast as you can. The problem is that when we get tempted, we like the feeling. And we want to hang around it even more. And we want to be around it because we like the way it feels. And we think, oh, maybe it's going to be okay. And you keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it. Next thing you know, you're in it. And that's what was Eve's problem. She should have turned around and run away from the devil. Run away from Satan, from the serpent. But she didn't. She stayed and she kept talking to him. We have to strap on our running shoes and we got to run away as fast as we can. And sometimes that's only like in our thought minds, but sometimes it's literal. We literally have to run away from those things that are tempting us. Run for your life so that you will not be tempted. The third thing, don't follow the crowd. Do what's right. You see, what the world tries to tell you is that whatever's true for me is true for me, and whatever's true for you is true for you. Whatever's right for me is right for me, and whatever's right for you is right for you. And then what happens is a whole bunch of people get together and say, well, this feels right. This seems right, but it's not. It's not right. Because it may not be right because it may be against what God says. So we can't follow the crowd. We have to do what's right, what God has set us. And sometimes it's difficult, but that's why God has called us to be separate. He's called us to be special. We have to set the example and follow his plan. Speak up and say, hey guys, I think this is wrong. Why don't we do this instead? Don't let your friends believe in Satan's lies. Don't follow the crowd. Do what's right. It's so sad what happened to Eve. And I can tell you, I have friends of mine that gave in to Satan's lies. They fell into the trap of sin, and they made horrible, horrible decisions, and their lives are forever affected. Some of their lives are even ruined because of the choices that they made, because they gave in to the temptation, into the trap of sin. I don't want that to be true of you. I want you to live a life that's worthy of prayer, live a life that's set apart, live a life that follows God's plan, because I want what your parents want, what God wants, to live out the life that He has planned for you, a life to be prosperous, a life to be successful. And we have to follow God, do what's right, no matter what. Let's everybody bow your heads and close your eyes. And we're going to ask Jesus to help us, deliver us from evil. He actually said, pray to God and ask to deliver us from evil. So that's what we're going to do right now. Everyone bow your heads, close your eyes, even fold your hands unless you're holding your phone. You can't do that. But if you're not holding your phone, close your hands. Let's pray together. God, thank you so much that you are mighty, you are holy, you are perfect, God, that you sent your son Jesus as an example for us to live our lives forever. I pray that you help us, God, that you deliver us from evil, that when we see that bait and we are tempted to fall into the trap of sin, God, that we run away and you give us the strength and the courage to do that. God, that we keep your word in our minds, that we meditate on it, God, that we think about it, so that we can be prosperous, successful, that we can claim that truth in our lives. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, God, that you still love us and that you forgive us. God, I pray that you help us to run away as fast as we can from the sin that's in our lives. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. Hey, boys and girls, don't sign off yet. We got one more game. Are y'all ready to play? This is a game we play on Saturdays and Wednesdays. It's so much fun. Here's what it's called.
Brain drain.
That's right. Brain drain. Brain drain is here. All right. Let's move this back. There we go. That's good. All right. Brain drain, brain drain. All right. Are you ready, Justin?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Ready for question number 1. Question number 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready, but
It says-
am I going to get wet this time?
Maybe. I'm no promises. No promises. But you got to, if you get them all right, you should get these right. We just talked about these, so you should be okay.
If I get wet, I kind of deserve it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We literally just said the answer. Okay? All right. So, question number 1. What's up? Is it A, I will run away from sin? Is it B, don't get hurt? Or C, I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin?
C.
C, let's see if he's right. Oh, you are. Good job. Good job. Round of applause. That's my crowd note, since we can't hear them up because we're over there. Up. All right, question number 2. Question number 2. What were the names of the first 2 humans created? Was it A, Adam and Eve, B, James and John, or C, Tom and Jerry?
I love Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is so much fun.
Tom and Jerry is so much fun. I really enjoy Tom and Jerry too. You know, you can watch it on Boomerang. If you have Hulu, they got Boomerang on there. You can watch Tom and Jerry.
That's awesome.
So much fun.
But it's not Tom and Jerry.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. That is correct. Good job. Good job. Hey, you're batting 1,000. You're doing so much better than you did on the mouse thing. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Here we go. What form did Satan come in when he tempted Eve? What form did he come when he tempted Eve? Kids, y'all play along. Which one do you think it is? Is it A, a cow? Is it B, a serpent? Or C, a mouse? How did he come? What do you think?
Well, if he was talking to my wife, it might be a mouse.
It might be.
But no, it was a serpent.
It was a serpent. You are correct. A serpent. Great job. Great job. All right. Here we go. This is a softball question. You should get this one, okay? You should get this one. Here it goes. What game did we learn from today? All right? Is that the right one? Question number 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Who did Eve offer the fruit? I jumped ahead. That was question number 5. Question number 4 says, who did Eve offer the fruit to after she ate it? Was it A, Was it A, her mom, B, Adam, B, Satan, or C, Adam? Was it A, her mom, B, Satan, or C, Adam?
Her mom would be a good trick.
That would be a good trick because Eve actually didn't have a mom. And why would she give it back to Satan? That would be
weird.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. Why don't you check?
Yeah, it's a snake with a big old thing in his mouth.
Yeah, that would be weird.
No, it was definitely Adam.
Definitely Adam. There you go. Adam and Eve. That's right. There you go. All right. Question number 5. Here's the softball. Although that one was pretty easy. Let's try this. Okay. Question number 5. What game did we learn from our lesson today? What game did we learn lessons from today? Was it A, Twister, B, Mousetrap, or C, Go Fish? No looking. No cheating.
Mousetrap.
Mousetrap. You got it right. I'm actually glad it was Mousetrap because if it was Twister, we would not be good at social distancing. Although we could play Twister in 2 different boards. That would be fun.
Why would that be fun?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
I guess
that's what the kids are playing at home. They play Twister at home that way. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Question number 5. Question number 6. According to our lesson today, don't listen to Satan's lies. Trust God's
plan.
Blank. Is it plan? Is it word? Or is it secret?
Plan.
Plan. Is that correct? We're going to find out. You know what? This is actually a trick question. It's a trick question because some kids would get this wrong. They may say 2 of the 3 answers, but there's only one correct answer. And that answer is, that's true, according to our lesson today. The answer is
plan.
Plan. That's right. Plan. There you go. How many of y'all got that? Y'all get it? I hope you did. All right. Question number 7. According to our lesson today, according to our lesson today, don't hang around blank from temptation. Is it A, learn, B, run, or C, borrow? Where'd you go? We've lost Justin, everybody. I don't know where he went.
I ran.
He ran. I see. Well, here we go.
Skittles.
I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin. Let's see if you're correct. You are. Good job. You ran. That was weird. I don't know why you did that. Okay, here we go. Question number 8. According to our lesson today, don't follow the blank, do what's right. Don't follow the blank, do what's right. Is it A, the leader, B, the rules, or C, crowd? Is it A, leader, B, rules, or C, crowd? Don't follow which one of those?
Crowd.
Don't follow the crowd. There you go. All right. Awesome. You're doing so well this time.
I'm still dry.
Still dry. Well, we'll see. All right. Question number 9. What do we call the bait that Satan uses to get us into the trap of sin? Is it A, cheese, B, temptation, or C, Fred?
Fred?
Fred. Yeah, I think that was Mighty Mouse's alter ego.
Oh.
I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
You know, we could often be tempted by cheese. I love cheese.
I do love cheese. A nice little Gruyere or some Brie.
I like me a good sharp cheddar.
Oh, sharp cheddar's good. But is that your answer? Cheese?
No, temptation.
No. Temptation is the answer. Look at that. You got it correct. Man. All right. So you've got 9 out of 9 so far. How are y'all doing at home? Y'all got 9 out of 9? I hope you did.
Got it.
Maybe they missed that question 7 because that was a tricky.
Yeah, it was tricky. That was tricky. Yeah.
All right. Question number 10. Let's see how much you were paying attention during Terabyte. Here it is. Where was our power verse found? Is it Genesis 3:1? That's actually where our Bible story.
Yeah, that's where the story came from.
It could be there. Is it Matthew 26:11 or is it Jedediah 99:33?
It's actually Matthew 26:41.
Matthew 26:41. Is that what I said?
No.
Oh, well, you must be. Apparently, I wasn't thinking. Matthew 26:41. You are correct, sir. Yes, you are right. And just to celebrate, yay! Shoot you! Yes, that is it. Hey, guys, we're so glad that you joined us today. Oh, here's Skittles. One last time. Let's hear it loud and proud.
I must be careful to avoid the trap of sin.
Yeah, that's it. Hey guys, before we go, we got one last thing. I have a bag here. It says Church of Hope, and this bag is for you at home. This bag is for you and your parents to work through. It's got some activities in here for you to do. It has all questions and stuff for you to take home, and a fun little board game to play in there. It also has some crafts in here. If you like to, ooh, I don't even know what that is. That's fun. It's got a whole craft kit, and oh, it's got some candy, guys. Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch. I know you're eating a lot of those while you're at home, but if you're probably running out by now. It's been a week. That's a lot of Sour Patch Kids in a week. But I got more. So hey, come by Church of Hope starting on Tuesday between 9 and 2:30. Between 9 and 2:30, starting this Tuesday, you can come by Church of Hope, the Sarasota campus, not Palmetto, Sarasota. Come by Sarasota campus. We have these bags for you to take home. Take this lesson home. Talk about it more with your parents. Talk about it with your family. Play the game. Let us know how it goes. All right. We're taking this week by week. We're not sure if we're going to be back here with you like this next week, or if we're going to be right here on the steps. Either way, we hope to see you back here next week. We'll talk to you soon. See you later.